mean, you're not there for all 30 hours, but you know what I mean. So you're emotionally invested into the fight
Yeah.
with the fighter. Now, I haven't been in this position yet, and I will be in the future. But how hard is it for you as a coach, like when you have these people, these men, these women who are your friends that you care for? They're going in there, and unfortunately, I mean, it's happened to me. They get knocked out. They lose. They get hurt. How hard is it for you to kind of separate the coach from the emotion part of the person that's competing?
You know what? It's. I mean, it's all in one. To be honest with you, it all hits you like, where did we go wrong?
Yeah,
Like that's the thing, and like that, and that right off the top, that even just tells you. I feel like the onus falls a little bit on me when I say, where did we go wrong? You
yeah,
know, what didn't we do that we could have done to prevent that?
yeah,
Again, strong defense, right?
yeah, yeah,
uh, but you start to, is it something we didn't cover? Is it something that we should have done? And you start looking at things like that, and there is a little bit of to be honest with you, sure, I'm concerned about my fighter who's knocked out on the ground or
yes,
whatever.
100%, yeah,
But I also have in the back of my head, I feel like, okay, for the most part, they're healthy, they're strong. Um, I hope they're going to get through this,
yeah,
and once they realize that they are fine, and they come to their senses and they seem all right. The doctor looks at them, checks them out, they're okay. Then it really comes back to, man, what did we do? What did we do? Not just the fighter, but what did we do? Where did we fuck up?
yeah,
You know, and even that one MMA fight you had that you won,
yeah,
but I looked at it where it was a standstill. And then afterwards, I was like, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we, throw that overhand, like the clinch on? And I think I kind of spoke to you about that, where we still dissected the fight a little bit and said, why couldn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? It wasn't as critical as, and thank God you didn't get
yeah.
knocked out,
No, and
right?
I mean, like I'm comfortable talking about this situation now, but my first amateur fight, MMA, I did get knocked out, right? And when I got back from the hospital, I met Chris, my coach Chris, in the bar. He was at the bar drinking, and he was just like his face was flush, right? Like
Yeah.
he was not happy. Like we had other guys fight on the card, and they all won, but he was not happy because he was. So he sat me down, and he's like, because I got hurt at the end of the first round, right? And he's like, "Would you have wanted me to stop that fight at the end of the first?" And because that was his human side coming out, right? Because he's
Right.
like in the future, like would you want me to stop the fight? And I said, Coach, if you ever fucking stop the fight, you're not coaching me again, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. And I think like it was at that point, like I think a relationship between a fighter and a coach where there's like there's like when you nod your head at a stranger walking down the street and it's like mutual respect. You just walk, you're just being polite. It
Yeah.
was like one of those moments where it's like, okay, you, I'm gonna coach you forever until the fucking fight is over. Like there's like that was the point where he's like, we're taking all emotion out of this game,
Yeah.
and
I think at that point, though, he's still feeling you out. Like you said, this was in your amateur
that was
days.
my amateur. Yeah,
Right. So now he knows what you kind of like where your head's at, what you're willing to go through. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, wasn't that long ago, I just pulled I actually stopped the fight because it was this guy's amateur first fight, I was helping him all. And he went up against a guy who was like just outclassing. He